As a kid, I always knew I would be a professional baseball or football player. Football has been my vehicle to come out of the ghetto or to get everything I've got. I think I have a lot more to offer, but it was football that put me on that stage.
Can you get someone over here now to 325 Gretna Green? He's back. Please.
Well, okay, what does he look like?
He's JSimpson. I think you know his record. Could you just send somebody over here?
Okay, what is he doing there?
He just drove up again.
He just drove up.
Over.
Okay, wait a minute. What kind of car is he in?
He's in a white Bronco. But first of all, he broke the back door down to get in.
Okay, wait a minute. What's your name?
Nicole Simpson.
Okay, is he the sports counselor or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Thank you.
Wait a minute. We're sending the police. What is he doing? Is he threatening you?
Going nuts.
Goldman were found murdered outside Brown Simpson's Tony Brentwood, California home. 5 days passed, and then authorities charged O.J. Simpson with the murders. He was scheduled to turn himself in on the morning of June 17th, but by mid-afternoon, Simpson was still missing.
Mr. Simpson is a fugitive of justice right now.
Wherever you are, for the sake of your family, please surrender immediately.
What followed was a police chase that had the entire nation riveted to television. O.J. Simpson, football hero and silver screen icon, riding home in a white Ford Bronco belonging to his best friend, college and pro teammate Al Cowlings. Interstate 405 in L.A. quickly turned into the largest stadium in which Simpson had ever appeared.
All the overpasses that we've seen have been lined with cars and pedestrians.
I'm just completely surprised of how many people are out here.
I think I just saw O.J. Simpson on the 5 freeway, and I got the license plate of the white Bronco.
Suspect is possibly armed. Use caution.
This is AC. I have OJ in the car. He's still alive, but he got a gun to his head.
And it's just going to be a matter of moments before he should pull into his own estate.
The police chase ended in Simpson's driveway. Divided the country along racial lines as well. Many blacks proclaimed his innocence, while whites were far more skeptical. The trial ultimately came down to the glove that was supposedly used in the slayings. Defense counsel Cochran showed that the glove did not fit O.J. Simpson's hand, which was meant to show that Simpson could not have committed the murders.
It makes no sense. It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Attached to me for the rest of my life. And no matter what happened, I truly to this day still believe that the truth will come out.
Though he was found not guilty in the criminal trial, a civil judgment found Simpson responsible for the murders. He was ordered to pay over $33 million to the family of Ronald Goldman. A decade later, in September of 2007, Simpson was arrested again on charges of kidnapping two sports memorabilia dealers and robbing them at gunpoint in a Las Vegas hotel room.
Room 1203, that's where it all happened at Palace Station more than 9 years ago that landed O.J. Simpson behind bars. And now 13 Action News anchor Leslie Marin shows us what has happened to that infamous room.
O.J. went into great detail about the night back in September of '07 at this Palace Station that landed him in jail.
This is surveillance video from that night when O.J. and a group of men went into the Palace Station. During today's parole hearing, O.J. said it was all a scheme to get back his own personal memorabilia, including what he thought were family albums. O.J. talked about regretting the decision to ever go to the hotel that night.
I wish this would have never happened. If I would have made a better judgment back then, none of this would have happened.
But what has since happened to room 1203 at the Palace Station where this robbery took place?
His guilty conviction, coming 13 years to the day of his acquittal in the double murder case, carried a sentence of 6 years to life. Moments after he was eligible for release, an upbeat O.J. Simpson walked out of Nevada's Lovelock Correctional Center. He was granted parole in July after serving 9 years for a 2008 armed robbery and kidnapping. For even his most ardent supporters, it became increasingly difficult to like the once universally adored football icon. But in the end, at least publicly, O.J. Simpson felt content about his place in the world.
12 years after O.J. Simpson spoke on camera about the murders of his ex-wife and her friend Ron Goldman, the interview is being made public. And while the conversation was supposed to be a hypothetical discussion about the double murder, some say Simpson's comments certainly sound like a confession.
It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
It's O.J. Simpson in never-before-seen video talking about the murder of his ex-wife Nicole and Ron Goldman.
I remember I grabbed a knife. I do remember that portion. We've all seen the grisly pictures after. So, yeah, I think everything would have been covered in blood.
And get this, he says he had an accomplice named Charlie.
Charlie came by and mentioned something about what was going on at her house. And I remember thinking, well, whatever's going on over there has got to stop.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder.
Simpson was acquitted of both murders in the sensational 1995 trial. He recorded the hypothetical confession tapes 12 years ago in an interview with publishing executive Judith Regan.
You know something, man? Johnny Cochran, who was a friend of mine, he had put the system on trial.
Right.
Not O.J.
Right.
He put the system.
Yeah.
O.J. killed everybody in that driveway. Let's just, to hell with all this. O.J. killed both them people. Yeah, that's cool. He killed everybody over there.
I mean, I hate to laugh, but it's only because there's the conviction of your statement. It's like, you don't want nobody to say anything.
They ain't got a damn footprint, fingerprint. They ain't got nothing. All of it's in your ride. It's in your truck. Come on. Okay, but now here's the deal.
I could give you information that would refute all of that, but why? I mean, I get it. If O.J. came out of jail today and he said, I did it, I killed those people, it's people like you would say, prison broke that man, I knew it. He killed him, and people who believe he's innocent would say, prison broke that man. See, they brainwashed him to believe that he did it. So that's why we're not here to convince anybody and change your beliefs.
Yeah, not you with the movie. I am. Yeah. No, I'm cool with you, Cuban.
I just want to check on your health. There was a lot of speculation and rumors out there. I'm not sure it's true or not. We know what's going on, but the people are concerned about you, and TMZ put a report out about the cancer that you're fighting and so on and so forth. Do you wish to talk about that? Because your health is more important than anything else. You know we love you, man.
I'm fine. Yeah, I do have that, but I got rid of it for a while, and it's back a little bit, and I'm gonna get rid of it again. But as I said, I'm not in no rest home or nothing. I'm out and about. I was at parties last night. And unfortunately,
Mayor Hill says O.J. Simpson is not a martyr. Says he got away with murder. Only because officers in the case were caught being racist, he's still a monster. O.J. Simpson was an abusive liar who abandoned his community long before he unalived 2 people in cold blood.
In the meantime, we do have some breaking news to get to. Yeah, let's get to that breaking news right now. Orenthal Simpson, the former football great who was accused of and ultimately acquitted of the brutal 1994 slayings of his ex-wife, Ron Goldman, has died. According to his family, they put this out on social media. He was 76 years old. They say on April 10th, our father, Orenthal James Simpson, succumbed to his battle with cancer. He was surrounded by his children and grandchildren. During this time of transition, his family asks that you please respect their wishes for privacy and grace. That was a statement that was released on X earlier today.
Boy, what a beautiful day it is here in Las Vegas.
It's the last known video of O.J. Simpson's 9 weeks before his death from cancer, and typically it was filled with falsehoods.
My health is good. I mean, obviously I'm dealing with some issues, but hey, I think I'm just about over it, and I'll be back on that golf course, hopefully in a couple of weeks.
In fact, the 76-year-old disgraced legend was losing his battle with prostate cancer. He scoffed at reports he was in hospice care.
Hospice? Hospice? You talking about hospice? No, I'm not in any hospice. I don't know who put that out there, but whoever put that out there, I guess is like the Donald say, can't trust the media.
The first word that he had died came in a statement from his family today. Our father, Orenthal James Simpson, succumbed to his battle with cancer. He was surrounded by his children and his grandchildren.
Sad to say, it's not unusual at all. There's 200,000 men a year with prostate cancer diagnosed. 40,000 die of prostate cancer every year. So it's a very fatal disease.
Simpson's sensational trial for the murder of his ex-wife Nicole and her friend Ron Goldman took place 29 years ago. Even so, it was top news of the day today as networks broke into programming to announce his death.
We have just learned this morning that O.J. Simpson has died at the age of 76. Simpson's life story is extraordinary.
The View was about to come on the air when the word of his death came down.
O.J. Simpson has passed away at age 76.
O.J.'s
He was battling cancer, and he's passed. So